All right, we're starting at the beginning. Is that I am working on an app called Vibe Check Generator, which is a function where users type any word, phrase, AI analyzes its vibe energy and returns a score of 1 to 10 with a hilariously detailed explanation. This is how the prompt would look inside. I didn't like that, so I said I want it to be that a person uploads a passage of their writing. So now it's a vibe check generator for writing a passage, and it will give you the vibe. I like these examples. Business email. This passage radiates the energy of lukewarm coffee and fluorescent lighting. The corporate buzzwords are sucking the life force directly from my soul through the screen. Love letter. 9.1 out of 10. Pure liquid sunshine energy with a dangerous amount of heart. Emojis per sentence ratio. This writing is so warm and fuzzy it could power a small village with good vibes alone. Grocery list, 6.7 out of 10. Surprisingly wholesome domestic energy with hints of optimistic meal planning. The way you wrote fancy cheese suggests you living your best life. So now I asked it to maximize or optimize the prompt for development, and it gave me core functionality, visual design, AI integration. I'm having OpenAI integrated into this. I find that that's the most simple and straightforward AI integration to put into apps, but you could do Gemini, you could do Claude, you could do Grok, G-R-O-Q, Grok. You can do whatever you want. I gave it the technical specs. Let's keep it simple as a single HTML file and the user interface elements. So we have the prompt. Let's just take it a step further and say improve that prompt so that the AI that codes this generates a working concept. Specify what files it should generate and that it should generate each file in its own artifact. And let's see if the prompt is improved. So it's changing some of the wording, but the specs are basically the same. I love that it is giving the theme and the color specs in there. Sample output. And let's see one more change. Make sure there is a settings page for the user to input their private API key from OpenAI. The page should test if the key is functioning. And let's see if that changes the prompt. There it is, test API key button that makes simple test call to verify the key works. All right, we're getting the prompt improved, and that's one of the first steps, is to improve your prompts. Error handling, that's a new element. All right, let's take this to a new Claude chat. We're using Sonnet 4, and let's paste that and see what it gives us. All right, I'm going to pause this for a second while it generates the code. All right, it gave us this, and then in the artifact, it gives you both the code view and the preview view. Now, I really don't like this user interface, so I'm going to make a prompt to make sure that this user interface is improved before I move on. So I've gone over to ChatGPT with my complaints and asked it for a prompt to feed to Claude here to change the design without changing any of the functionalities of the app. So the current design has a retro neon aesthetic, and I want it with a more refined, professional, and fun interface. So this is important, I want to keep all the functionality. I don't want the Claude to touch any of the code that relies on how it functions, and I want to focus purely on the visual design and make it feel modern. I'm going for more of like an Apple style app with minimalism, soft backgrounds, minimal rounded containers, clear visual hierarchy, and so on. So let's see what it does with this. Here's what it gave me with those improvements, and this is a lot more what I was thinking of. Vibe check generator, paste your writing, API key, login with a test button, and let's open this in Chrome and see if it works. So download as HTML, download it to the desktop, open it. Vibe check generator. Now I'm going to pause the video to enter my API key. API key is entered. I press test API key and it says API is working correctly. Now paste your writing here and discover its vibe energy. And here's what we have. I woke up feeling like an unlicensed life coach trapped in a caffeine commercial. My to-do list had the audacity to multiply overnight, and my coffee was judging me for microwaving it again. Spotify recommended focused vibes, which somehow made me less focused and more existential. Around noon, I gave a PowerPoint presentation to my plants because at least they listen. When my boss asked for a quick update, I sent a haiku about burnout. The day ended exactly how it began, confused, over-caffeinated, and proud of myself for pretending that chaos counts as productivity. Analyzing vibe patterns. Vibe score 7.8 out of 10. This writing passage exudes a chaotic and slightly absurd energy with a mix of humor and relatable everyday struggles. The tone is frantic yet lighthearted, capturing the feeling of being overwhelmed but somehow still managing to find humor in the chaos. It's like trying to juggle a million tasks while balancing on a unicycle in clown costume. Ridiculous but oddly entertaining. Let's try the clear and try another. Okay, so then when it clears and tries another, you can do that. Now here's what I want to do. I want to add an export button for the passages and a save button so we can save both the passages that were sent and the vibe check results. So I'm going to go back to Claude. So we're back to Claude with the prompt ready. You're an expert front-end engineer and UX developer, setting the role. Extend the existing vibe check generator to have two new features, save and export to PDF. And I want the PDF to look like a report card, sort of. Save button, export button, and it gives the tech descriptions. Use JS PDF or the browser's built-in window.print, styled via CSS. And let's see how that outputs it. And here's Claude after recoding it. It says that it's successfully added the features, export to PDF, and save functionality. It enhanced the header and the results action. So it gave notes on the technical implementation. Let's see how this looks in browser by downloading HTML, over-saving the previous file. And there we have my API key works. It's still there even after the file change. It works. Let's check a last passage. Please like and subscribe and leave a comment, please, especially if you have an idea for a web app or Chrome extension that you want to see developed. Thank you. That's a message to you all if you're actually watching at this point. Analyze the vibes. 5 out of 10. This passage exudes a neutral energy, neither overly enthusiastic nor lackluster. It's like the calm before a storm of innovative ideas and creativity. The subtle plea for engagement adds a touch of anticipation to an otherwise steady tone. Export to PDF. That doesn't work. Save works. Try another. Let's go to the save function and view it, and then try export to PDF. Okay, we're gonna have to debug something. Hold on. All right, our fixing prompt is ready. I'm asking for it to fix just the PDF export function. I use ChatGPT to generate this prompt, and let's see if the prompt is functional. And we're back. Let's see if this new version outperforms the last. Let's go back to that previous passage that we uploaded, or let's just upload let's upload a sample text, and let's double check that the API is there. API is working. Analyze the vibes. Okay, vibe score 8.5 out of 10. Save it. And the export PDF button is still not working. Stick with me, because you're here to see debugging happen. The trick is we need to reprompt Claude to fix that. And we're back. I skipped the GPT prompt. I wrote, the PDF print isn't working, fix it. And let's see how that more direct prompt worked. Same passage, same results. Export PDF doesn't work. And this time I'm going to have to look at the developer console. You can press F12 for that. And I'm gonna just send that. Let's see what happens. And we're back after a little bit more debugging. The export PDF gives a 3-page report where the first and third page are blank, and it's basically a screenshot of it. I think that's good enough for now. If I save it, it saves it to history. I can go to history and see each one. Now, I can fix this with a simple debugging, but we're going to stop this video for now, because basically what we built in less than 30 minutes is a API integrated vibe check generator that is just for fun, and it's just to show you what we can do with AI vibe coding. So if you like this, like, subscribe, and comment. I'm especially interested in commenting with any app ideas you want to see developed or Chrome extensions. So if you're watching this at the 15th minute of this video, just know that I'm a dude that is sitting here drinking beers and vibe coding, and that's how I'm spending my Thursday evening. And if you want to give me a challenge, please do. And thanks for watching.